The Lady Tigers have wrapped off 4 straight wins to begin this season. Their most impressive to date came Tuesday on the road at Riley County in a 21-point win. Tonight it's back into the NCKL as they host the Wamego Red Raiders. Lady Tiger pregame is here, being brought to you tonight by Farmers Union Insurance, Jim Gearhan, agent. Stay tuned. We'll talk with Coach Jeff Edwards next. The Lady Tiger pregame continues.
Whether you're a farmer, business owner, or homeowner, you put a lot of time, money, and hard work into your home, farm, and business. That's why it makes sense to insure your investments just in case things don't go as planned. We at Farmers Union Insurance pride ourselves in being able to risk manage for all your needs. Whether it's your crops, home, equipment, or business needs, we have a solution for you. Give myself, Jim Gearhan, a call at 632-3264 or stop by 426 Lincoln Avenue to discuss your insurance needs.
Back on Lady Tiger pregame and now joined by Coach Jeff Edwards. The Lady Tigers at home, one final game before the Christmas break. Before we look at tonight's matchup, Coach, let's go Tuesday to Riley County, and that's one that could be revisited a lot because there was not a lot that the Lady Tigers didn't do really well on Tuesday.
Yeah, we did a lot of great things. We still were able to pick some stuff out we could work on. Transition defense being one. Every time we scored a big bucket, Riley County is just one of the best in the state at getting that ball up the floor before you even know it's there and scoring after you score. So, but in terms of what our girls were able to do, our defense was phenomenal. We only let them score 2 threes, and they're used to scoring close to double figures in threes almost every game, and I thought we did a great job taking away what they like to do.
And talk about three-pointers. We have to mention Allie Wright-Frederick, the performance she put on, setting the tone in that first quarter. It's obvious teams have looked, and you guys haven't shot the ball outstanding from beyond the three-point line. It's not been poor, but the way you guys lit it up, and especially Allie in that first quarter, really changed what Riley County was wanting to do against you.
Yeah, and there's a couple of things we've talked about the whole year, and shooting the ball is such a mental game that you can get a little confidence, you can double your percentage. And the other thing that we rely on is taking good shots. If that ball can touch the paint and kick itself out, or come through the flash of our post flash and kick itself out, and your shoulders are already square, that's half the battle there too. So I think that we can see our 3-point percentage just continue to increase, and hopefully the girls take some of the confidence that was gained from the Riley game, and we see that continue down the line.
I want to go down inside the post. I'll mention Savannah Kipfer, too, because for the second straight game, she hits it from outside and just big minutes and able to sustain those minutes on the floor. But I want to go down inside the lane. I had a chance to talk with you and Caitlin Bonabless for our locker room show on YouTube this week, and I mentioned getting assists in ball games, and I was asking the question to Caitlin if she enjoyed that as much as scoring, and her eyes just lit up. You can just tell how well she sees the court. Your post players do a tremendous job of finding the weak spots in the defense and finding those cutters, and on top of that, putting it on their hands where they could actually do something with it.
Yeah, and that's something. We work those passes every day, and if you noticed at the beginning of the year, a lot of those passes were air passes, and that's something that I harp on a lot, is that interior passes need to be bounce passes, especially on a back cut. And if you noticed, a lot of the passes that we had on Riley County, they were all going down through the floor and bounce passing up into the girls' hands, which is a nicer, softer pass to catch, plus the defender's hands doesn't get in the way. So both Courtney, Kate, Lauren Lane, these girls are great inside players. They're actually guards playing the post, basically, but they just do a great job of seeing the floor, distributing the ball. There's nobody shooting for their own points, and that's like a dream when you're a coach, when you don't have to fight with, there's zero selfish players on your team. So,
against a really good Riley County team, you guys got up and they hung in there, and then in the second half you just started to pull away. You have to love the way your team finished that ball game. They were just hitting their stride, it seemed like, when the game was getting over.
They were, and to put it into perspective, the first time we played this Riley County team in Summer League, they beat us by over 30. Then we played them in the championship, and they had us down 15, and we cut it down in the second half, and they ended up getting us by 4 or 6. So it's just been it's been the team has to establish their own identity, and they definitely are starting to do that. This is a team that if you present a challenge to, and you say, I'm putting this on you guys, I mean, you can just see them. They just eat it up, and they're pretty relentless when faced with a challenge.
Yeah, it's a fun team to watch play. I've said that to several now, and if you haven't been out to see them, you need to get into the Den and check this team out. Tonight you face Wamego, Coach, and first thing people look at is a one-win team. But you look at the teams they've played first, and they've had an overtime loss. They've battled. They've got a Division I signee in Clausen, and they've got a new head coach. This is a whole new look for Red Raider basketball this year.
It is, and like I said, they will be a super disciplined team. It's just learning the new coach, learning the new system. It's probably a lot like we looked before mid-January last year as the girls were trying to figure out who this guy was trying to run man defense when they've only done zone, and trying to run all these different offensive sets when they knew flex. And, I've watched film, in each game that I've watched Wamego, they've improved, and they just came off a 48-25 win over Chapman, which Chapman is probably the second best team in our set state. So, I don't anticipate just coming in and having them lay down and let us walk over and do what we're going to do. We're going to have to battle, and I think the girls are up for the challenge.
Well, it just seems like they feed off the last performance, and as you said, they like the challenge of getting better, and you can see it from game to game. It's been a fun start to the year, Coach. Best of luck tonight before the Christmas break.
Thank you very much, Robbie.
Back on Lady Tiger pregame in just a moment.
Every major construction project uses concrete in one form or another. From residential driveways to basements, patios, and curbs, Midwest Products make great use of their ready-mix concrete. They operate 4 state-approved plants in Hanover, Clay Center, Lynn, and Washington to meet the needs of residential, commercial, or farm-related projects. Livestock slats, feed bunks, landscape rock, and more are all available from Midwest Products. Give them a call for all your jobs that require ready-mix concrete. 800-371-2252.
Reduce costly irrigation downtime next season by preparing your center pivots, corners, and linears now. Your local Valley dealer has a preventative maintenance program that protects your investment through the cooler weather and makes sure your irrigation equipment is ready for the next growing season. Don't take a chance on your machines breaking down when your crops need water. Contact your local Valley dealer today about a preventative maintenance program.
See Republican Valley Irrigation or call 632-5588.
At Oldie Seed, we take pride in bringing our family of growers the latest seed technology, like our Liberty Link soybeans. Across the country, Liberty Link yielded as well or better than Roundup Ready varieties. And when used with Liberty herbicide, you can control hard-to-kill weeds that have been glyphosate resistant. This season, if you want to give your fields a big wildcat first down, plant a Liberty Link soybean variety from Oldie Seed, proud sponsor of Kansas State football.
An old battery can stop you cold. If you're not sure your battery has the power you need to get through another season, it's better to be safe than sorry. Stop in at Hanson Ford and get a Motorcraft-tested tough battery. Plus, get a $25 mail-in rebate with the purchase of a Motorcraft battery now through December 31st at Hanson Ford. Motorcraft batteries provide dependable power for today's high-technology vehicles across a wide range of conditions. See Hanson Ford of Clay Center. Ford, go further.
Clay Center Tiger Basketball on KCLY is brought to you in part by Farmway Co-op, Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement, Ray's Apple Market, Patterson's Health Mart Pharmacy and Radio Shack, United Bank and Trust, Hanson Ford of Clay Center, and Central Valley Ag.
And good evening. Welcome to the Tigers. And one last time in 2015, we get a chance to tip things off as Clay Center hosts the Wamego Red Raiders in an NCKL matchup here on a Friday evening. Along with our studio engineers tonight, Cale Drulo and Bernie Fancella. Always an honor to have Flip Casper alongside as the Tigers get set to work here tonight on a Friday against the Wamego Red Raiders. This is a Red Raider team, Flip, that has been the owner of the NCKL championship for the past several years. But it's a completely different look team now because no Pages on the team or the sideline. They have a new head coach, Kevin Kinderknecht. We know that name from the Mid-East League, St. Mary's, and now he guides this Wamego team. They have just one win, but they've been close, and they're going to get better and better under his tutelage, I believe, as the season goes along.
Oh, he had a lot of success. Kinderknecht was I don't know how many years he was at St. Mary's, but quite a few, and had a lot of success there. You're right, though. He will bring a different look to Wamego. Jim Page, the things he did there, particularly with his daughters, was amazing. They're wearing purple now.
That's right.
So it'll be a different look, and they're struggling a little bit, but still, like we talked, they're a good team. They push teams to the limit. Clay Center's on a bit of a roll right now, and there's nothing better than going into Christmas break with an NCKL win, especially over Wamego.
I liked Coach Jeff Edwards' comments when he talked about the Tuesday night game against Riley County, and I was saying that there wasn't much the Lady Tigers didn't do really, really well. And he said, yeah, we were able to find a few things to point out, to work on and fix, and that's what coaches do, of course. They all want to get better. But he also made the comment that this team really loves to accept challenges, and they have since the preseason or off-season, preseason, and through this year. He really believes this is a team that's just going to get better and better and better. They may not have even started to hit their stride yet.
Yeah, I agree. And that win against Riley County, that is a quality win against a pretty good Riley County team that year after year after year with Harold Oliver just dominates that Mid-East League. They've been good for years. They continue to be that way. So to come out with a win in the backyard brawl with Riley County, that's quite a bit. And I think you're right. And I think Jeff's right. You're going to see this team get better and better and better as the year goes on.
And probably, as they refer to it, the preseason, I think most high school coaches look at it that way, these first few games before the break. Then you come back and things get really more and more important. But this is a big one for the Lady Tigers because it is a step toward a potential NCKL championship. Nothing's given in any of the NCKL matchups, but the more you win early, the better chance you have late.
Well, it's a league game. It's the next game. It's always the important one. But, again, you're looking at the last game before you head into a long break. You don't come back till after the first of the year. It's one to build off of. And to go out with a win on December 18th and then don't play again until January 4th or 5th or whatever it is, that's a big deal. It's a big deal to get a league win in that situation.
One of the initial goals that this team had, they said, was to get through 2015 before the break undefeated at 5-0. They put themselves in position to do that tonight against the Wamego Red Raiders. Starting lineups being announced here by former Clay Center Tiger, the Joker, Evan Pinner, on hand tonight, as he was through much of the high school football season as well. We'll have Lady Tiger tip-off your starting lineups coming up next.
Is there someone on your Christmas list who would appreciate a practical and useful gift, one that assists in their mobility? Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy has a large selection of possibilities ranging from wheelchairs and bath aids to canes and lift chairs. Maybe he or she would be happy with a new pair of shoes designed for diabetics. The friendly and professional staff will be glad to help you choose the perfect gift. Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy in downtown Clay Center.
Starting lineups for tonight. Let's start with your Lady Tigers here at home in the Den. One last game before the new year strikes. The Lady Tigers, Allie Wright Frederick, what a ball game she put together on Tuesday at Riley County, and she was able to just get it going early. 4 3-pointers in the opening quarter. She would finish with 19 points. She's now averaging 9 points a game on the season, and she will start outside a 5'7" junior. Lauren Lane, you heard Coach Edwards say, really guards that play the post. Lane, Bonenbless, Campbell can all be kind of considered in that mix. Lauren right now averaging 7.3 points, 4.5 boards per contest, 1.5 assists, and almost 2 steals a game. Caitlin Bonenbless, 7.5 points. She had 9 assists Tuesday at Riley County. She's averaging 4.5 a game, 1.5 boards, and almost 2 steals per contest for the lady, or 3.25 steals per game, I should say. The 5.2 assists and over 4 rebounds. She had 9 on Tuesday in those assist columns. Courtney Hamill, 11.3 points, the leading scorer for the Lady Tigers, in a very balanced attack. 7.3 rebounds a game and 2.5 assists for the 5'9" senior. And Sid Calloway, 5'8", and the sophomore, 8.5 points, almost 4 rebounds a game, 2.5 assists, and 1.5 steals. Wamego starts like this. Caitlin Clausen, she's going to be a D1 athlete going to Southern Illinois next year to play basketball. She leads the team in scoring, a 5'10" senior. Jordan Braun, 6 foot and a junior. Tessa Seaberger, 5'6" junior. Anna Stratton, a 5'7" senior. And Jennifer Griffith, a 5'6" senior, the starting lineup for the Red Raiders. And the opening tip-off underway, and it's controlled by Wamego. They'll have the first look at the bucket. Griffith has it outside with the dribble against Wright Frederick, Clay Center in a man-to-man. And on the left wing, we've got a 5 count going. Griffith's going to go somewhere. Now, correction, that is the basketball outside to Braun, and she finally gets rid of it to the corner. Now they go inside to Clausen, over Hamlin. Good little baby hook in low, and Caitlin Clausen scores the first points here for Wamego. Got the post inside. Hamill got a hand up. But Clausen at 5'10", able to rise up, and a little right-handed baby hook dropped in softly over the front of the rim. Play center's first look. It'll be a zone they face. Wright Frederick, hot from 3 on Tuesday. Had a decent look there. Didn't take it. Lauren Lane will on the right wing, though, and she buries it. Lauren Lane knocks it in. They called that a 2-pointer, just touching the line on the wing right. We're tied at 2. Right side, it comes now to Stratton. She'll bring it back out top and deep to Caitlin Clausen. Had the bucket last time down on the block, and now we've got a turnover on Wamego outside as Tessa Seeberger carried the basketball, actually took an extra step while trying to make a pass.
Yeah, called it a travel, but it looked to me like she carried it. But either way, it's a turnover to Clay Center. Great shot on the other end from Lauren Lane. She was just over the 3-point line.
Wright Frederick brings it down for Clay Center. Minute into the game, we're tied at 2. Lady Tigers and Wamego both 1-0 in the NCKL to start the season. The win for Wamego coming over Chapman. Here's a dump inside toward Clausen, or toward Bonenblust. Outside it goes to Lane. Now to Callaway. Lane swings it around deep left to Wright Frederick. Alley gives it to Bonenblust. Right side wing, Lane fakes on the 3 this time, all the way to the glass. Can't get it down. Rebound to Bonenblust. And Caitlin will be at the, no, not the free throw stripe. They say on the floor. And it'll be a basketball out of bounds, but a big offensive board from the Bonenblast inside.
I think Lauren Lane was expecting a lot of contact on the drive to the hoop and didn't get it.
Now actually got a wide open lane. It's remarkable. Here's Bonenblust, drive toward the paint. She'll take it up off the glass. Scoop shot good for the Bonenblast, and it's 4-2. 6:18 to work. We're in the opening quarter. Right side for the dribble is Seeberger. She backs it out, now lobs it to the baseline. The drive in low, and a lot of contact. No foul either way. Callaway out of the pack looking for the basketball. Now picks it up and does have it for Clay Center. Callaway will hand it off to Wright Frederick. 4-2. Lady Tigers have the 1-bucket lead in the basketball. Alley, right side and deep. To the corner goes to Callaway. To the high post, Bonenblust looking down low for Hamill. It's knocked out of bounds. Bonenblust made a living off that on Tuesday at Riley County, that little dump pass down low from one block to the other side, and this time Wamego saw it coming and knocked it out of bounds. Clay Center does keep the basketball. Hamill has it out deep. Courtney to Bonenblust, now to Lane, and across it comes to Allie Wright Frederick, who will reset the offense out deep. To Bonenblust, beyond the circle up top. Callaway to the corner for Lane. Lauren, bounce pass in low, gets it inside. Here's Courtney Hamill up. No. Rebound. Lauren Lane. Back up. No. Rebound. Bonenblust. No. Hamill. One more. No. Hamill once again and fouled. That is 5 opportunities. Clay Center playing a little anti-over almost around the rim that time, but crashing the offensive glass. Boy, they get themselves to the stripe.
Yeah, they are. They are just crashing those, but you have just absolutely got to hit those shots. They're not really getting a lot of defense under the basket.
Courtney Hamill misses on the first free throw.
They are outside of the arc. I noticed Wamego is not going to allow Allie Wright Frederick to get within about 5 feet of that arc.
They may have seen some film from
They may have.
Sure. Hamill missed the first free throw. Second one rims in, and the Lady Tigers have a 5-2 lead. First point of the night for Hamill, who averages over 11 a game on the season. Clay Center full court pressure now, denying the inbounds. He goes up the right sideline. Savannah Kipfer just checking in, and she guards Anna Stratton as she comes across the timeline. And Kipfer almost got the turnover. She did knock it away. The official says it went off of Savannah, not off of Stratton of Wamego. So the Red Raiders
went either way. That could have went either way. That was good defense by Savannah.
Goes into the backcourt to Tessa Seeberger. Wright Frederick guarding there across the timeline. Right wing and deep is Clausen. Back outside, the ball through the hands for a moment of Stratton as she picks it back up as Bonenblust guarding. Tries to hand it off, and we've got a traveling call. That is Wright Frederick and Bonenblust defending well on the exchange between Stratton and Seeberger.
Those two defended that entire series really well up top of the key for the Tigers, and another turnover for Wamego, or by Wamego rather.
5-2 ball game. Lady Tigers have the lead by 3 and the basketball back against a 1-3-1 zone. They've been 2-3 early on. Now the 1-3-1. We'll see if the Lady Tigers can exploit that Backside, weak side. Corner, it goes to Lane. In low to Hamill against Clausen. Back out top. Kip for 3-ball. Strong. Weak side board, though. Caitlin Bonnerblust has it on a stick-back deuce. She has 4. It's 7-2. Right, Frederick, near steal.
Wow.
Anticipating and knocking it out of bounds.
Boy, Coach Jeff Edwards immediately up off the bench to congratulate her. She is playing outstanding defense right now.
Long down-court pass on the sideline, and she knocked it out of bounds almost off of Wamego. Now Clausen drives, kicks it out, baseline left. 3-point attempt on its way and down for Stratton in the left corner. Her first points, 7-5. Play Center's lead is 2. And a correction on that. That was Griffith with the 3 for the Red Raiders. Right, Frederick looks at that 1-3-1. Left on the wing, it comes to Kipfer. Savannah, ball fakes and drives. Kick out in the corner for Lane. Bobbled for a moment. Now gets it back to the sideline. Kipfer struggling. Now she gathers it back in, and the Lady Tigers re-cue the offense out deep. Right, Frederick with it. To the high post is Bonenblust. Kicks it left. Savannah Kipfer, 3-ball. Bam! She hit 2 on Tuesday. She nailed 1 on Friday. She drills her second attempt here, 1 for 2 from beyond the arc, and it's 10-5.
You got to love it when a player calls for it. She wanted that ball, took it, and nothing but net.
And she splashed it in. Got a foul on Hamill on the perimeter against Caitlin Clausen. It'll be the first whistle against the Lady Tigers. Obviously the first foul then on Courtney. Sid Calloway checking back on for Clay Center. Then they'll bring Hamill out for a breather. Also into the game comes Ashley Viola for the Red Raiders.
Courtney Hamill looks like she's not feeling very well.
Yeah, they got her out of there pretty quickly, too. Right, Frederick pressuring out top against Griffith. He hit that 3-pointer last time down, but Right Frederick takes it away to Calloway. Down the court, lobs it toward Kipfer and just threw behind and too high for Savannah to bring it down. And Play Center turns it right back over, but a great steal on the defensive end by Right Frederick and Calloway.
Again, her defense is outstanding in the first quarter of this ball game.
Viola across the timeline, out top, working against Kipfer. Now toward the baseline, spins it back outside. It goes down to the baseline. Ball fake and drive by Stratton. Shot blocked by Bonnerblust. Comes up with the basketball to Lauren Lane. Stripped away, but it's Savannah Kipfer who has it roll right to her. Here's Calloway. Dribble drive. Pulls from 10. It is strong. Board inside. Clausen. She will bring it herself. Going coast to coast. Pulls up. Same type of shot that Bonnerblust took. And Clausen knocks it in. Her second field goal. We've got a 10-7 ball game.
It's a good-looking shot. That's why you're going to see her playing at the next level.
Yeah, took it on one end and brought it herself. Pull-up jumper in the lane, and it's 10-7. Play Center by 3. Right, Frederick. Ball fakes on the 3. Takes it to the lane, and around Clausen at 2. The sniper gets it in. 12-7. Had to respect that 3-point shot on the ball fake, and then was able to step around Caitlin Clausen inside and laying it off the glass.
And then right back on the other end on defense and a near steal.
Left side wing is Seeberger. She'll get it outside to Griffith. Now to Seeberger in the corner. Tried to wrap around pass it, and it's taken away by Bonenblust. Here's Right Frederick up the right sideline. Gets by a defender. No numbers. Now hesitation dribble. Backs it up. Double team. Tried to throw it off a Red Raider. It was picked up, though, by Calloway. Back to Right Frederick for 3. Short on this one. Rimmed off the front iron. Here's Clausen the other direction. Kipfer back to defend. Slips and falls, and Clausen makes a great step-over move to knock down her third field goal. And a timeout's going to be taken here by Wamego. 12-9, Lady Tigers by 3. A minute 45 to work opening quarter. You're listening to Lady Tiger basketball on 100.9.
Hey folks, Bill Rice from the Green Team. Man, have we got a great selection of used trucks on the lot right now. How about this? A 2012 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4-wheel drive with the limited package. It's got the leather seats, the heated seats, and the Ram box. Great truck, local one-owner trade-in. Or how about this one? A 2012 Ram 2500 regular cab 4-wheel drive. Great truck. So come check these out at the Green Team, 802 West Crawford, or check us out on the web at greenteamcars.com.
Resistant weeds are an ongoing threat to crop yields and likely will be an even bigger problem next growing season. Lucky for you, Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales is ready to help you out. We offer custom applications to knock down those weeds and keep them under control. Come in and visit with any of our field experts about how to stay ahead of weeds and give your crops the early advantage in the spring. We'd be glad to go over a custom application program for you at Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales.
12-9 ball game. Lady Tigers with the lead of 3. By the way, the junior varsity held on with another close one, went to double overtime at Riley County, ended with a loss. Tonight they beat Wamego in the JV game, 32-29. Lady Tigers here lead 12-9.
Pretty good game.
It was, yeah. Kind of held on down the stretch. Wamego had a three-pointer that hung on the rim and then fell off at the buzzer. Here's Calloway in the corner, outside to Kipper, around left for Lane. Lauren back across to Kipper. Hamill back in the game during that timeout taken by Wamego. Lauren Lane attacks, stops, kicks it out to Bonenblust. Now she'll dribble drive to the baseline right. Calloway 3-ball, just short. Lauren Lane back up inside is strong. Weak side board Hamill, and she'll shoot 2. Big board inside first by Lauren Lane, and then Hamill able to get to the free throw stripe, taking it strong back up off the glass. Courtney will be at the stripe here to shoot 2. She was 1 of 2 her first trip there. Wait a minute. You call this on the floor?
On the floor?
Wow. Obviously, not what we saw, but instead Clay Center takes it out of bounds on the baseline. The foul was on Paola. It's her first. Lob out top for Bonenblust. Caitlin to the corner. Calloway goes low to Hamill. Off to Bonenblust. Great feed. Off glass, no. Now the ball loose. Kipper comes up with it before falling to the ground. Gets rid of it to Lauren Lane. Back to Savannah. Tell you what, if Clay Center was shooting 50% from inside the lane, they'd be up by 10 right now. Now they turn it over. Pass just got through the hands of Caitlin Bonenblust. They are really struggling on some chippies inside right now. Here's Clausen. The correction, that's Amanda Luthai out top. Give it off, 2-pointer, up and in by the Red Raiders. Seaberger. 12-11 now. Clay Center's lead down to 1 with 35 to work. Kipper has it. Top of the key it comes to Bonenblust. She'll turn, square up against the Wamego Red Raiders zone. Lane to the corner for Calloway. Skip pass across to Kipper. Savannah back outside for Lane. Lauren will hold, and Coach Jeff Edwards with a whistle signals into the team. He wants to go for one shot to close out the quarter. They lead by 1. 13 left. Lauren Lane has it. Now down to 10. Lane still holds. Now 8. Now 7. Bonenblust with 5. With 4. Right side wing to the baseline. Kipper 3-ball short at the buzzer. Headed to quarter 2. Clay Center by 1 here at home in the Den. Stay with us. We're back in a moment.
Your family has a lot to worry about these days, like birthday parties, science projects, and earning that pizza party in Mrs. Johnson's reading class. Getting there safely shouldn't be another worry. Give your family the peace of mind they deserve with the Michelin Premier family of tires. They're safe when new, safe when worn. Stop by Bud's Tire Service in Clay Center, and our experts will make sure you have the tires designed for a luxurious ride and confident control of the road. Safe refers to wet braking, wet handling, and hydroplaning resistance when the tires are new and worn to 5/32 of an inch. Go Tigers!
Bring your keychain to Wall Street Value and buy 2 pine trees and decorated planters and get a free pine tree of equal or lesser value. These trees are potted in beautiful little planters and can be moved outdoors when they get bigger. If only kids worked that way. Fire Log 4-packs by Yankee Candle are only $15.99. And we have lots of gift ideas in the small appliance department and some toys too, so stop in at Wall's True Value, open 7 days a week in beautiful downtown Clay Center.
Lady Tigers being tested right now by Wamego, up by just 1 point, but you got to think if the Clay Center Lady Tigers can start knocking in the shots they're getting themselves inside, they're going to start to stretch this out.
Rocky, the Tigers have taken 14 shots from the field. Wamego has taken 6. Wow. And they've only missed 1.
Gosh.
So, and the majority of those for Clay Center are on the inside. They're inside the lane. They're just not hitting them. And they're still up by 1.
They do lead the offensive rebounding category, I would hope. Here's Calloway driving, a lot of contact, no foul. Clausen comes up with it for Wamego. Red Raiders looking to take their first lead of the game. The drive inside, good cutoff by Lauren Lane. Weak side board comes to Wright Frederick. Play center in the backcourt, nearly had it taken away. Seaberger pressuring. Wright Frederick now gets it off to Lauren Lane. The Lady Tigers will bring it across and set up the half-court offense. Play center by 1, 12-11, just underway here in this second quarter. Right side deep is Lane. Cross left it comes to Calloway. High post is Hamill. Backdoor look inside to Bonenblust. Kick out. Lauren Lane. 3-ball. Just rims off. Bonenblust another look for Clay Center for the offensive board.
Wow.
Right Frederick goes on the wing right to Lane. Now it's Hamlin side, and they call her for a block. No, it is a blocking foul called against Wamego. Initial call by the official. He put his hand behind his head as an offensive foul, but then he changed it to a blocking call.
Yeah, he sure did.
The Red Raiders. It would have been the second on Hamill. Instead, it is the first on Amanda Luthi, the freshman. 12-11. Clay Center will keep the basketball. And as we sit very near to the Red Raider fans, they are not happy. Well, and I don't blame him because he started to call it the other way, and then he changed the call. Right corner is Right Frederick. Outside it comes to Lauren Lane. Lane with it toward the half-court stripe. Now brings it left to Callaway. Back to Lane. Shot on the way again. 3 ball down for Lauren Lane. She had a long range 2 earlier, this time beyond the arc. And it's 15-11 Clay Center by 4.
I think the Lady Tigers just need a little patience right now, just like we saw in that series.
Here's Stratton with it. Stops. Just got rid of it before turning it over with the travel. Seaberger, guarded jumper from 15, rolls off. Weak side board, though, comes down to Wamego. Drive inside. Shot muscled up. Lauren Lane, great defense of the paint. And the rebound comes off to Courtney Hamill. Lady Tigers have it back with a 4-point edge. Right Frederick walks it down the floor for Clay Center. Left on the wing, Callaway. High post is Bonenbluth. Kick out, Right Frederick. Wide open 3-ball. Short. Long rebound tracked down by Wamego.
Well, that's the shot she wants.
Caught in rhythm and a great look at it. Just didn't go down this time. Clay Center on defense here, staying in the man-to-man. Here's a drive by Clausen, just past the corner. Now the kick out comes to Stratton off a dribble drive by Luthi. Now near steal by Right Frederick. Seaberger gets it down low on the block. Little teardrop shot on the baseline drive taken by Wamego and missing. Bonenbluth the board, and she'll give it away to Right Frederick. 5.5 to work. Clay Center by 4 points with the basketball here in the second period.
Now Wamego with a little frustration, unable to hit the easier shots inside.
Bonenbluth has it out top. Now she dribble drives, kicks to the corner for Right Frederick. Little off balance, gathers it back in, and now gets the offense rolling. Right it goes to Lauren Lane. Back left on the wing to Right Frederick. Bonenbluth, short corner, outside, Lane. Shot down again. It's a 2-ball, long-range bomb again, this time for 2. And Lauren Lane has 7 all from around the perimeter right now.
All from about the same area. She's really found a nice place out there for her, and she is just stepping over that line.
17-11, Clay Center by 6. Now the drive, taken up, missing, and a rebound off to Hamill. Long down-court pass. Lane catches it over the top, takes it strong, lays it in. Lauren Lane has 9, and the Lady Tigers have jumped out to an 8-point lead. 19-11. How about the outlet pass from Courtney Hamill to hit Lauren Lane for 2. 4.5 to go, second quarter. Lady Tigers up by 8. You're listening to Clay Center Tiger Basketball on KCLY.
When it comes to your mortgage, are you looking for low rates? Are you looking for high savings? Yeah. United Bank and Trust has what you're looking for when it comes to refinancing. Low rates, helpful staff, and convenience. Visit their online mortgage center at www.ubankonline.com or stop by any of their locations to get on your way to saving.
Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
I was taking inventory when in walked. Oh my, what brings you here, Mrs. Claus?
Young man, these gift specials you keep unveiling each week have Santa all in a dither. He's just not sure he can compete.
We do have some great weekly gift specials that people can find on our Facebook page or in the paper.
Well, you've crossed Santa, young man, and let me tell you, oh, how lovely this is.
It's our special of the week, Mrs. Claus.
I'm so glad I came to Central Office in Clay Center. But young man, if you breathe a word of this to Santa, you'll end up on the naughty list.
Lady Tigers stretch the lead out a little bit more now. They've got it out to an 8-point lead. And how about Lauren Lane? 5 straight points and knocking it down from the perimeter, and then the drive and transition.
She's out on that right wing, and she's got a little spot out there that she really likes right now. Calling for that basketball. She wants that shot. I'd beat her every time.
19-11, Clay Center on defense now. That was a Red Raiders timeout called after the run put on by Clay Center to lead now by 8. Seaberger has it right wing. Addie Mullen guarding her. Runs into Caitlin Clausen. Has to switch off now. Clay Center does a good job to get Bonenbluth on Clausen. So the size advantage not in the Red Raiders' favor. on the switch. Now it's a right wing, pass to Stratton. Ball fakes and kicks it back outside and deep to Seaberger.
That's his Tiger defense.
It has been outstanding all year long, and I think it just gets better and better. There's a long three-pointer from the baseline left. Addie Mullen the rebound, and she will bring it herself. Here's Lauren Lane, 3:45 to work first half. Clay Center with the basketball against the Wamego zone. Lane out top, takes the three this time to Callaway. She'll pull it right elbow, fouled, and Sid Callaway's headed to the free throw stripe to shoot two. Good patience that time from Lane. We've seen her knock it down from the perimeter. Had a really pretty good look, but let the offense roll and picks up a foul, the second on Jennifer Griffith.
Now, that's not her spot. She wants to be on the other side.
At the free throw line, Sid Callaway knocks down the first. Clay Center is 2 of 3 now from the line. Wamego yet to take a free throw attempt in this first half. 3:35 remaining. Only one foul against Clay Center, 5 against Wamego throughout the first half thus far. Callaway buries both. The lead is now out to 10 for Clay Center, 21-11. Savannah Kipfer back on for the Lady Tigers. Lane, Mullen, Bonenblust, and Ham will stay in. Seaberger pressured by Kipfer. Seaberger still in the backcourt. Kipfer, good job to turn her a couple of times. Now they get her for a reach. Not much contact, but as you can hear from the exclamation of Flip Casper, obviously not much contact, but came across the wrist. Basketball out of bounds to Wamego. First foul on Kipfer. Love the pressure up court, though, by Savannah.
Sometimes I let my emotions through.
You? Rarely hear that. Here's Seaberger outside against Addie Mullen pressuring. 5 count is on. She gets rid of it in time to Faola. Now back outside, they give it to Clausen. Kipfer on her. Left she goes to the point and hands it off now to Faola. The Clay Center's done a great job to not allow much in the paint since early on. Clausen got 6 very quick points. Hasn't had much since. And the Lady Tigers getting applause from their coach as they continue to battle and keep Wamego out of the lane. Now they're going to get Savannah Kipfer. She went down underneath and really pushed the legs out of Caitlin Clausen and called for the foul as Clausen was making the catch in low.
I love the defense I'm seeing off the Lady Tigers right now, really taking Wamego out of their game. And I've seen a couple of their players, all they can do is smile. Every time they try to go down inside, there's just nothing there.
Cut off by a Lady Tiger defensive wall right now. 21-11, lobbed outside for the Red Raiders as they keep the basketball. Mullen out pressuring hard on Stratton. Now she's used the dribble. Mullen stays there. That's an offensive foul. Now they're going to get the reach. No, they did get the foul. They call this on Wamego. No, they call this on Addie Mullen. They came across the arm. The offensive player for Wamego, Stratton, tried to clear Addie Mullen away. The official said, and we couldn't see it, that she came across the arm before the move by Wamego. So it's Red Raiders keeping the basketball. Clausen takes 3. Hamill denies that. Now the lob way out deep, and it's thrown away. Clay Center's basketball. 2:35 to work. The Lady Tigers lead by a 21-11 margin in Flip. You know, you don't say much when pitchers are pitching a perfect game or a shutout. Right now, the Lady Tigers have shut out Wamego through the second quarter, almost 5.5 minutes in. Timeout taken on the court. Wamego with that call. We'll be back right after this.
Farmway Co-op invites members to attend one of the 4 year-end wrap-up grower events to gather information to help you succeed in 2016. End-of-year contracting will also be available on-site. Year-end wrap-up events take place in Lincoln, Belleville, Beloit, and Clay Center throughout December. Contact your Farmway location or visit farmwaycoop.com for details.
Farmway Co-op, your partner in growth.
2:35 to work. We're in the opening half. The Lady Tigers with that lead, 21-11, and the basketball back in their possession after forcing another Red Raider timeout. By the way, coming up at halftime, we get a chance to hear from Clay Center Tigers seniors Ethan Rosine and Caitlin Bonneblust. We'll have part of the conversation we had during the locker room show, and Coach Kelly Williams and Coach Jeff Edwards will be a part of that halftime as well. There's Lane outside left to Mullen, around right to Callaway. Baseline, it goes to Bonneblust. Skip pass to Lauren Lane. She attacks the paint. Off-balance shot, got bumped. No foul call. The rebound away to Clausen. Long down court pass is picked off by Mullen to Sid. Callaway gives it back outside. Mullen fakes three, starts to drive. Now kicks it out deep to Lauren Lane.
Smart play by the Lady Tigers to get that back out, start over.
Absolutely. 10-point lead. And again, they have not allowed a point to Wamego through the second quarter thus far. Here's Bonenblust, left on the wing to Lane. Lauren kicks it to the right corner. Mullen takes three, looks low, now goes outside to Callaway. Great student section on hand. Actually, a really good crowd all across the board here.
That really is.
Here's Hamill. Outside to Callaway, lob down low. Bonenblust attacks with the lane, takes it up off glass and good. Caitlin Bonenblust has 6. The lead now a dozen for Clay Center with $1:26 to work first half. It is Seaberger walking up the floor. She's checked there by Mullen. Left sideline to Stratton, and she almost lost her balance out of bounds. Lauren Lane pressuring. 5 count is on as she picks up the dribble and goes out deep to Seaberger. She will work left. Bonenblust guards there. Clay Center man-to-man. And they have denied everything. Shot block. Callaway and Mullen both there defending. Hamill comes down with it, and she'll bring it herself. Now stops in the front court and gives it away to Lauren Lane. And Coach Jeff Edwards with another whistle to his team. And Lauren Lane will just hold the ball in her hip with a 12-point lead and 48 to work. Now, Wamego looks to the sideline to Coach Kinderknecht to ask if they need to come out and defend. They will come pressure
they're going to force them.
Now Mullen has it. Still not out of the zone, though.
No, they stayed in it. I thought they were coming out man-to-man.
But they did come out and at least make Lauren Lane pass the ball away. Now Addie Mullen holds it out near the timeline. 28 seconds. Now a little pressure toward her. She'll work it left, goes high post to Bonenblust, kick out the lane, now to 18 seconds. Lady Tigers protecting a shutout in the second quarter. They lead by 12.
I like this.
Now with 12 seconds left, they can go for a final shot. 23-11, Clay Center. Lane, right wing and deep with 7. Now with 6. Here's Hamill with 5. With 4. Lane had a chance at 3, didn't take it. Mullen will drive, kicks it off to the free throw line, and no shot for the Lady Tigers before the buzzer. But they do hold Wamego scoreless through the entire second quarter of play. Headed to halftime. Clay Center leads it by 12. Lady Tigers 23, Wamego 11. Stay with us. Halftime coming up next.
How can you enjoy the holiday guest if you're always in the kitchen? Let the deli and bakery at Ray's Apple Market take the load off your shoulders. Just think, you can relax round the breakfast table with fresh pastries from Ray's along with your own hot coffee. Wouldn't that be easy? What about lunch and dinner? Just pick up some signature Rock House salads and Hickory Pit turkey at Ray's Deli and Bakery Department. And remember, Ray's gift cards make perfect gifts for anyone in any amount.
23-11 Flip. Great first half for the Lady Tigers. 12-11 after one quarter. You heard right, 23-11 at halftime. They hold them scoreless in the second period.
Well, here's your stat right here. Clay Center has taken 22 shots in this game. Wamego has taken 11. They only took 5 in that second quarter.
Lots of turnovers. And not just turnovers, but straight-out steals by the Lady Tigers defensively. Their defense has been spot on thus far this evening. 23-11 is the score. Caitlin Clausen leads the way for Wamego with 6 points. 2 from Tessa Seaberger and 3 from Jennifer Griffith. Lauren Lane leads the Tigers with 9. She's about a combined 3/4 of an inch from being 11 points. And the 2 two-pointers she hit from around the three-point line, barely touching the line. A three-pointer also from Savannah Kipp for 6 points from Caitlin Bonenblust, 2 each for Allie Wright Frederick and Sid Callaway. Courtney Hamill's knocked in 1 free throw. It's a 23-11 halftime lead. Lady Tigers trying to close out 2015 in perfect fashion, trying to go to 5-0. Right now they're recognizing some of the basketball program that takes place during the season on the court right now, and a lot of good basketball being played in the off season. And during the middle school, NCKL girls Bengals won the league title here earlier this week, just yesterday, I guess it was. The Lady Tigers lead at half, 23-11. We're going to take you to halftime now. When we come back, we're going to be joined by Ethan Rosine and Coach Kelly Williams and a Chewbacca impersonation. All right. By one of those two. And then we'll also hear from Caitlin Bonenblust and Coach Jeff Edwards from part of our locker room show that we did earlier in the week. That's coming up next.
This Christmas, are you planning to give new tablets, computers, gaming systems, or smartphones to your family members? Can your current internet handle all the new devices you're planning to give this season? In Clay Center, Twin Valley Pulse can handle all your needs and more. Stop by their office at 618 6th Street in Clay Center to get the fastest speed that beats the competition. No phone line required and no contracts. Twin Valley Pulse, your life infinitely connected.
Back at halftime, and we're going to take you to earlier in the week. We had a chance to, for our locker room show, which is done on the KCLY YouTube page, we talked with both the boys and girls head coaches and a senior from each team. We're going to give you a look at their Tiger trivia from this week. Up first, we'll hear from Clay Center Tigers senior Ethan Rosine.
Okay, we do something called Tiger trivia. And this could be about anything, not necessarily basketball. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, Christmas season is here. Break's coming. What Clay Center Tiger would you say still believes in Santa Claus?
Probably Morgan.
Morgan Chestnut. All right, very good. Big movie opening up tomorrow night. Are you a Star Wars fan?
Yes.
Okay, good. What's your favorite Star Wars character?
Chewbacca.
Chewbacca. Do you do any imitations?
I'm not going to do them.
Okay, that's fair enough. What have you asked Santa for this year?
New feet, probably.
You need better feet inside the lane?
Or anything. Those shoes tear your feet apart.
It's because of all the hard work that this man's been putting in. Yeah, you got a great start to the season, Ethan. We appreciate it. Keep it going. One more game before break against the Wamego Red Raiders right here in this Tigers Den. Go get them, okay?
All right. And we will fight with all three of our freshmen, JV, and varsity.
We also had a chance to talk with Coach Kelly Williams in our locker room show, and you get a Chewbacca imitation during his Tiger trivia.
Christmas almost here. We talked Christmas with Ethan, too. If you were asked to name which Tiger, coaches or players, most reminds you of Buddy the Elf, who would it be?
Just the way he wears his stocking cap, it's got to be Coach Leiby. Definitely Coach Leiby. So
I like it. Okay, we talked Star Wars with Ethan too. Are you a Star Wars fan?
Yeah, I watch them. You know, I'm not a Star Wars Goonie by any means, but definitely watch them. I've watched all of them. So
if you do you have a favorite character? We asked Ethan. He said Chewbacca. Ethan showed up a little bit here.
Behind the camera.
Yeah, he showed up, man.
Chewie's good stuff. So yeah.
Coach brought it out on you. That's good. That is great stuff. Okay, and what is your favorite animated Christmas movie?
How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Love the animated version.
The original. Love the book. I have to tell my 5-year-old that we can't read it in the summertime or fall, and we'll read it almost every other night in the wintertime. So love How the Grinch Stole Christmas. That's by far my favorite. So
great stuff. Merry Christmas to all you guys and the Tigers. One more game to take care of, though, before we worry about Christmas.
Great challenge. Really excited. Would love to see a full Tiger Den. Lots of great things happening across the whole gambit of sports right now at CCCHS and activities in general. A lot of great kids doing a lot of great things, and appreciate the community support. And get out here and hopefully we can put on a decent little show for everybody Friday night before Christmas and keep a little momentum and a little interest rolling through Christmas break. So
hey, stay tuned at halftime. We'll come back and talk with a Lady Tiger senior and Coach Jeff Edwards. Hear their locker room Tiger trivia from earlier in the week.
Central Valley Ag Pro-Edge Risk Management for grain producers. Year-round planning.
We work one-on-one with producers to help them build and devise marketing plans with your own consultant, very specific to your operation.
CVA Pro-Edge Sales Manager Luke Beckman factors in all variables.
Land cost, what's our investment in fertility, and what does the market present as far as opportunities.
Full service agronomy, supplies, and Pro-Edge marketing. Contact Central Valley Ag.
Where the customer comes first.
Back at halftime, we continue with some of the locker room interview that featured Tiger trivia. Right now, our Tiger trivia with Lady Tiger senior, Caitlin Bonenblust.
Now, we do something called Tiger trivia on our locker room show, okay? It's 3 quick questions. It could be about anything, all right? Okay. Since we're in the Christmas season, we're going to start with Christmas almost here. If the Lady Tigers were hosting a holiday Christmas party, who's the first Lady Tiger that's going to step up and lead the caroling?
That's a
tough one, but I would probably say Allie Wright's just going to belt it out and go for it.
That would not surprise me, in fact. What's your favorite Christmas tradition in your family?
My favorite Christmas tradition is just having the whole family get together on Christmas Eve, and we eat a meal together, go to a church service, and then just play board games.
Outstanding. And last, favorite Christmas carol, since we talked caroling, what's your favorite?
I would probably have to say Silent Night.
Outstanding. Well, Merry Christmas, but take care of some business before you celebrate Christmas, okay?
All right. Thanks, Rocky.
And then we also had a chance to ask Coach Jeff Edwards some Tiger trivia.
Tiger trivia. Okay. You played it with tennis once with us, so you have an idea. We're sticking with the Christmas theme. All right. Out of the Tigers coaches, who would you hide the cookies from because you'd be most worried they would eat all of them? You, Coach Oldie, or Coach Bying?
I'd have to say definitely Coach Oldie. She's always looking for a snack somewhere. Don't let her know I said that, though.
Never. We won't tell a soul, right? Yeah. Number 2, what is your favorite Christmas movie?
Got to go with Christmas Vacation. Close second is A Christmas Story, but it's always a family tradition. Starting around Thanksgiving, we start watching that, and it never gets old.
They invite Cousin Eddie, and they invite Ralphie in, right, for the Christmas holidays. I love it. Name a favorite Christmas cookie or candy you look forward to each year.
Oh, I like the peanut butter balls. I think that I probably gain 15 pounds on those every year, so that would be what I would go towards.
Well, you can celebrate with those after a 4-0 start. I know Caitlin said one of your goals was to go undefeated into the Christmas break. Talk real quickly about what Wamego will look like this year. It's going to look different.
It is going to look different. They've got some, new kids coming in. They've got a new coach. I've only looked at a little bit, but I've coached against Coach Kinder Connect before, and I know his style, 2-3 zone style, and they'll be disciplined. Maybe not yet, but they will be at some point. So, I anticipate a battle. I anticipate coming in here and having a great atmosphere on a Friday before Christmas, and hopefully we come out and take care of business.
Big thanks to Caitlin Bonneblust and Ethan Rosine, along with coaches Kelly Williams and Jeff Edwards, being good sports with Tiger Trivia. You can find the entire conversation with all those and more on the KCLY YouTube page and the Locker Room Show. Stay tuned. Halftime continues next.
Doesn't everyone want to see a lively, vibrant downtown shopping area filled with happy shoppers and busy storekeepers? It's a vision suitable for a picture postcard, and whether or not it is truly a reality for your hometown is up to you. Shopping locally is vitally important to the economic well-being of our community, not just during the Christmas shopping season, but all year round. Union State Bank is proud of the quality and diversity of shops we have and leads the way in shopping locally whenever possible. Union State Bank, member FDIC.
With fall harvest in the bin, it's time to plan next season's bumper crop with Oldie seed, corn, and soybean varieties. We take pride in the latest technology. Oldie will be one of the first to bring our family of producers the latest Extend, LibertyLink, and Enlist soybean varieties. This season, if you want to give your fields a big Wildcat first down, plant a high-performance corn or soybean variety from Oldie Seed, proud sponsor of Kansas State football.
23-11 ball game. The Clay Center Lady Tigers with a 12-point lead. Thanks again to coaches Williams and Edwards and Caitlin Bonneblust and Ethan Rosine for joining us. You can see all of those interviews on our KCLY YouTube page and see them in their entirety if you go to our page. And also our game broadcaster was put on there. And the steal right off the bat by Allie Wright Frederick, the drive and the finish. The sniper with the pick and the points, and it's 25-11. That's a good start. The Artful Dodger outside there making the takeaway.
Her defense has been impressive tonight.
14-point Lady Tiger lead, and she is really making Seaberger work to get down the court at all. Right on the wing deep is Clausen outside. Now it is in the hands of Jordan Braun. Left side wing Seaberger. Back out top. There's a drive by Griffith. Ball lost out of bounds to Clay Center. Tried to go down low, and it was thrown away.
One halftime score, Wakefield Lady Bombers 23, Center 19. That's a halftime score.
Also, Abilene leading Concordia, halftime score. And that ball game sitting at 37-29. Abilene on top. Kinsey Funston, 13 points for Abilene. Jordan Eschball leads the Panthers with 13. Right, Frederick to the corner for Callaway. Now to Bonneblust. Skip pass right. Lane, 3-ball up, and just strong. Good look at it again by Lauren Lane, who has 9 points to lead all scorers in this game. Here's a kick out right side for Wamego in transition. Callaway really defending, forcing Stratton to go the opposite way. Now they get it down inside to Clausen. Too deep for her to receive it in that area. She will finish it every time.
Clausen's a great player. She's fun to watch. She'll do well at the next level.
Yeah, no doubt. 25-13 ball game. Clay Center with the lead in the basketball. At the high post is Hamill. Down low it comes to Bonneblust. Right, Frederick. Fake on the three. Now it's Lane for two. And this one rattles off the right side. Rebound away to Clausen, who's going to bring it herself. Bounce pass low and throw it away. Clay Center has it back again. Lady Tigers lead by 12. The 2-point bucket by Clausen, the first points that Wamego scored since late first quarter. They were held scoreless the entire second 8 minutes of the game. 25-13 here. Callaway was stripped away for a moment by Stratton, but it's picked up by Bonneblust. To Callaway. Out deep to right, Frederick. Around right, it comes down a lane. Short corners, Hamill to Bonneblust. A shot in traffic, no good. Rebound, Clausen spins her way out of the crowd and brings it now across the midcourt stripe. Right wing deep. Stratton starts to drive it. Kick out to the top, Seeberger. Down to the left wing. Toward the corner is Clausen. Dribbles out with Callaway on her. Now Seeberger has it. Marks a call from the sideline. Lob toward the paint. Taken away by Courtney Hamill. Hamill's going to bring it herself. 2-on-2 all the way to the paint. Now a wraparound pass for Bonneblust for two. Caitlin has 8. How about the give by the silent assassin?
She thought she made up her mind what was going to happen at about half court, and that was a great assist for Courtney Hamill.
Took it all the way below the bucket and then just dropped it off behind her to Bonneblust for two. Has 8 points now. Air ball shot by Wamego. Right, Frederick got her hands on it, just couldn't gather it in. It goes out of bounds.
Boy, frustration really starting to set in for the Red Raiders. Those are not great shots that you want to see your team taking.
Yeah, agreed. Lob outside. Braun has it. Off it goes to the right side for Seeberger. Now we've got a foul offensively against Wamego. Lauren Lane defending. I think that's against Braun.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, Lauren Lane got tied up, and Braun kind of helped Lauren to the ground. Megan Robbins checking on for Clay Center as Hamill will get a breather. Lady Tigers lead at 27-13 here in this third period. 5:11 to work. Right, Frederick can walk it to the midcourt stripe. Lane on the wing right. Left is Callaway. The post is Robbins and Bonneblust. They get at the high post now. They shift positions. Robbins trying to dump it inside toward Bonneblust. Ball taken away. Clausen has it going the other way for the Red Raiders. Stops, spins, skips it left to Seeberger. She puts the dribble down. Now kicks it off to the right for Stratton. She's cut off by Callaway. Back out deep for Clausen. Right, Frederick has the assignment now, and we've got a timeout taken by Wamego's sideline. 4:37 to go, third quarter. Clay Center by 14 when we come back.
A message from Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement in Concordia. Brutal winter days will be here sooner than you think. Is your home properly insulated to keep the cold outside and keep your energy bills affordable? If not, Geisler Roofing offers several different solutions, including spray foam insulation. At Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement, we've got you covered.
Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement, we've got you covered.
27-13, Lady Tigers set the tone to begin the second half, when you say, Flip, when Allie Wright Frederick picked the pocket, drove in for the lay-in, and Wamego had to think, man, I thought we were going to get past this now, and it was back to the same old tricks.
Yeah, it's the same aggressive defense. I mean, you talk about Wamego being scoreless, but they didn't get a lot of good shots either in that second quarter. They didn't have a lot of good looks, partly because of Clay Center's defense, and they haven't missed a beat that's coming out of the locker room.
No, not at all. They're on defense right now as Wamego called the timeout. Right, Frederick pressuring out near the timeline on Seeberger. Only one foul called in this quarter, one against Wamego. As I say that, they get Allie for a push on the sideline, so one team foul each. Right in front of the Tiger student section. I alluded to them earlier. How about the ugly sweater contest going on tonight?
I'd be hard-pressed to pick a winner out of this, but there's a couple of 2 or 3 gals on the front row that are in first place right now.
They have worked hard to gain that honor, too, let me tell you. 27-13. Seeberger has it right baseline. Right, Frederick again pressuring. Now Callaway out on Stratton near the timeline. Wamego just nowhere to go when the Lady Tigers smother on defense. Here's Fiola. Off it goes right sideline. Now to Seeberger. Callaway's on her. Now she drives the paint, pulls a runner Off the back iron, no. Rebound to the corner, out of bounds, and 2. They'll say it stays with Wamego on the baseline. Callaway may have been the last to touch it.
I think so. It looked like she was the last one as she went up to try to grab it.
Savannah Kipfer back in for the Lady Tigers as Lauren Lane will come out. 14-point lead. Lady Tigers on top. Midway point, third quarter. 4:02 left to go in the third. Here's a lob out to the timeline, picked up by Amanda Luthai. She dribbles left. Robbins on her to the corner. Stratton. Blocked shot. Bonenblust, and Callaway gets the deflection. She's headed the other way. 1-on-2, and we've got a carry called against Callaway in the open court.
I think that's probably a pretty good call, and she tried to cross over and go to the other side. I think she did carry with the right hand.
I think what works against Sid sometimes is she can take about 2 strides with one dribble. Now, I think she carried the ball too, but I think sometimes she gets called for it when she's not actually carrying it. Her strides are just so long when she gets in the open court. We got a foul against Clay Center down low.
Amanda Kipper's going to get called with that again. I love the aggressive defense I'm seeing out of the Tigers.
27-13. Kipper will come out. Lane back in. Second team foul on Play Center. 1 against Wamego in the half. That foul on Savannah was her third. And now Coach Jeff Edwards wants a timeout. We'll break as well. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball on 100.9.
The Citizens National Bank has a long history of supporting the students of our community, on the mat, on the court, or in the classroom. Our support doesn't stop when the season is over or the school year ends. We believe in the value of higher education that is building our future leaders of our community and country. CNB offers a student checking. This account will transition you from being a local student to attending the college of your choice. Stop by and talk with one of our CSRs today. The Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
3:32 remains here in the third. The Lady Tigers lead at 27-13. We will be getting updates from the Marion County Duels from the Clay Center Tigers. Coach Brandon Figors actually will have him at halftime of the boys' game. We talked with him this morning before they left for Marion, but we'll keep you updated when those results come in on the Marion County Duels today. There's a lob outside for Wamego out of the Clay Center Lady Tiger sideline timeout. Wamego with the basketball. Sid Callaway pressuring. Seaberger, 5 count on, and then we get a foul called in late reach against Clay Center. So it'll be Wamego with the basketball again on the baseline.
They're going to call Callaway.
I don't think it's Bonenblust.
Yeah. I thought they were calling Callaway. That's where my eyes were.
Yeah. I think as Callaway was forcing the ball handler up out of the lane, Bonenblust reached across and tried to pick it away and was called for a reach-in. Here's Luthai with a drive. She gets caught in the lane and walks with the basketball. Clay Center has it back. 27-13. Clay Center the lead. Luthai just a freshman for Wamego.
Oh, wow. I didn't even look at that. She is just a freshman. Pretty good player for a freshman.
Yeah. I told Phil earlier, those that have been in the area for a while, I said it looked weird to look down and see Amanda Luthai on the roster. Here's Callaway, high post to Robbins, loft down low. Bonenblust took it away from a defender and finishes inside. Caitlin has 10. It's 29-13. The defender actually got her hands to it. Bonenblust just ripped it away and put it up off the glass and in. 2:50 left to work, third quarter. Clay Center's lead has gone to 16, and Wright Frederick forces the turnover. The sniper defending.
Seaberger had nowhere to go, and I think she was just trying to get rid of it because she knew that 5 count was on.
And could not do so.
Could not do anything. Allie Wright had her pinned in there.
Allie out, and Addie Mullen checks in. So it's Mullen, Lane, Hamill, Callaway, and Bonenblust on the floor with 2:44 to work third quarter.
Allie Wright Frederick has put in a night's work,
no doubt. Mullen, left and deep for Lauren Lane. Short corner right, it goes to Hamill. Back to Lane, outside against the zone. They swing it around right to Callaway. Sid has it stripped away and taken by Jennifer Griffith. It'll be brought across by Luthai, handed near the timeline to Seaberger. Lady Tigers up by 16, 2:20 to work third quarter. Right sideline, Seaberger gets the bounce pass in low. We've got a travel against Clausen. It's enough to try to get the basketball to the paint. Seaberger finally did, but then there were 2 defenders on Clausen, a third dropping down to cover, and she walked for the basketball.
Well, Clausen's trying to do a lot on her own right now, just trying to make something happen. That's the kind of player she is.
Addie Mullen brings it left for Clay Center to Lauren Lane. 2 minutes left, and what a catch by Callaway in traffic. went up against the Griffith and just brought it down. The foul goes against Wamego, and Clay Center will keep it on the sideline.
Well, Sid, a pretty good football player at one time.
That's right. That is right.
And she showed it there.
Oh, it says she gets in the open court, and she's still athletic. We know that. Like a thoroughbred out there when she runs up and down the court. That time she stampeded through a defender who was trying to get in the passing lane and was strong enough to get to it and draw the foul. 29-13. Lady Tigers, Haley Jones just checking in. She'll run the high post. Hamill in there as well. It's Callaway to Lane, around right to Mullen. Addie looks toward the post. Now Lane at the point. 1:40 left. Play Center by 16 points. Hamill drives the paint off glass. No. Rebound comes away to Clausen. She's going to bring it herself. Lane trying to cut her off. Races to the paint. Does so. Shot by Clausen. She's fouled, and she'll shoot 2. Clausen has 8 in the game. That's about it. 2 points from Tessa Seaberger, a 3-pointer from Jennifer Griffith, and the 8 from Clausen. That is all that Wamego's been able to put on the board in this game.
And neither team's taken a lot of shots in this period.
Free throw shot misses for the Red Raiders. And to give you some idea, Wamego scored 43 against Riley County in a 14-point loss, 48 against Rossville in a 5-point loss in overtime, 40 against Nemaha Central, really good basketball team. So they put some numbers up on the season, and they blew out Chapman. They were up 32-8 going into the final quarter in that ball game against the Irish. 29-14, that's the one win that Wamego's had. Free throw from Clausen, good. She has 9 points now. 29-14. And we've got a 3-second violation against Clay Center. Could get an update. Clay Center, I have found out, has won matches over Marion, Fredonia, and Rock Creek. And they're in the semis against Minneapolis right now. So they've had a great day, as they've had a great week beginning last Saturday at the Invitational. 1 minute left, third quarter. It's 29-14. Pass down in the paint, and a traveling violation will be called against Luthi. Big head and shoulder fake. When she did so, she hopped off the ground, though, and made a move. 55 seconds left to work in this third period. Clay Center with the basketball. Addie Mullen, right and deep on the sideline for Lane. Now Mullen starts to drive. Kick out to Callaway. To the baseline right is Jones. Double team. Good kick out to Mullen. She'll dribble penetrate. Lauren Lane open for 3. Boom! Lane has a dozen, her second 3-pointer of the game. 4 long-range buckets from the perimeter in the contest, and Clay Center now leads by 18, 32-14.
Nice feed from Addie Mullen.
Yeah, a great kick out from Jones, and Mullen, the drive and the kickoff, and Lauren Lane has been hot from outside. Now they get Jones for a foul and a box out on Luthi. 17 seconds to work. Lauren Lane, her second 3 of the game, and they've been pure when they've gone down.
Yeah, they have.
17 to work, third period. That's a dangerous thing. I've said this before, the Lady Tigers this year. You know, you look at the scoring column, there's consistent scorers, but the big number has come from all kinds of different people. So, Wright Frederick on Tuesday, Kipfer and Bonenbluss led them on Friday with 11 points each. Tonight, it's Lauren Lane and Bonenbluss both in double digits.
Yeah, they spread it around well, and they step up, and you don't have one person scoring all the points, taking all the shots. It's spread out amongst them.
Courtney Hamill, 11.3 a game, has 1 point tonight.
But I still think by 17. I still don't think she looks like she feels real great.
She did rip down the board there on the missed free throw.
She looked like she felt fine there.
Callaway has it right wing toward the baseline now with a dribble. Wrap around pass. There's Hamill inside, and on cue knocks it in. She has 3, and a great feed from Sid Callaway to set her up. Wamego from half court at the buzzer. We head to the final quarter. The Lady Tigers lead it 34-15 going to the final 8 here in the Dare.
Resistant weeds are an ongoing threat to crop yields and likely will be an even bigger problem next growing season. Lucky for you, Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales is ready to help you out. We offer custom applications to knock down those weeds and keep them under control. Come in and visit with any of our field experts about how to stay ahead of weeds and give your crops the early advantage in the spring. We'd be glad to go over a custom application program for you at Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales.
A digital camera for Megan, a new iPod for Ryan, a GPS for Grandpa, and a remote control car for Joey. Bring your holiday gift list to Patterson Health Mart for all these fabulous Christmas ideas from Radio Shack. They have a great choice of electronic gadgets, gizmos, and toys that everyone enjoys getting. And don't forget the batteries, memory cards, and extra cables. Radio Shack has all types and sizes to power up your electronic gifts. Shop Patterson Health Mart in Clay Center and make it a very merry and entertaining Christmas.
34-15, Lady Tigers by 19 points. Well, they kind of let off the defensive intensity a little bit, but they allowed 4 points in that.
Yeah, they allowed 4 points. You have a halftime score. Valley Heights up on Donovan West, 36-22. That's half. Joe Rupke has 21 of those 36 points at half.
They lighten it up this year. Good to have her back on the court again and healthy. Wright Frederick with it. Out top to Bonenlust. Left on the wing, Kipfer, Hamill, and Callaway also out there for the Lady Tigers, who lead 34-15. Baseline left is Hamill, out deep for Callaway, around right to Alley, who brings it out with the dribble, looking at that 1-3-1 zone defense. Kipfer deep left. High post he goes to Bonenblust. Double team, dribble drive, kick out. Wright Frederick takes the three. Now she kicks it to the baseline, trying to go back to Caitlin, and it's thrown away.
Pretty good defense. Pretty good D that time from Wamego.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Kept the Lady Tigers from getting an open look anywhere. Clay Center ends up turning it over. 34-15. Clay Center has allowed 11 points in the opening 8 minutes. Since that time, they've allowed a total of 4. A shutout in the second quarter, 4 points scored there in the third. Here's Pawson a drive. Wild shot goes off the glass, kicked for the board, and has it taken away, and outside the Seaburger. Right side wing it goes. Stratton takes the three. They kick it down inside the lane. Shot blocked by Bonenblust, but a foul called before that. And I believe on Savannah
I think it is. I think that'll be 4 on her, I think.
It will be her 4th, but that's who they called it against, and it is. And she looked at Allie Wright Frederick with a smile like, what did I do? So Kipfer will come out. Coach Jeff Edwards gives the same look to Savannah. I'm not sure what to tell you.
I'm not sure what she did there either. I really didn't see it.
6:58 to work, just underway here in the fourth. Clay Center with a 19-point lead. Lob toward the lane for Clausen. She'll pull it from 16 feet. Strong. Rebound comes off to Courtney Hamill. Courtney averages over 7 rebounds a game to go along with those 11-plus points. Right, really walks it down the court.
I really thought in the first half she wasn't feeling very well. She's looked a lot more like herself in this second half. Stepped it up. I think she's fine. Or maybe she got an IV at halftime. I don't know.
She's a gamer regardless.
She is.
I know that. There's Hamill inside with the left hand off glass. Strong. Rebound comes off on the weak side to Clausen. Pretty good look. Lady Tigers unable to finish that one. Now the Red Raiders turn it over. Baseball pass from the right deep wing, thrown away by Clausen.
And again, that's just Clausen trying to make something happen and trying to do maybe a little more than she should.
So Clay Center gets it back. Courtney Hamill comes out. Megan Robbins back on for the Lady Tigers. Allie Wright Frederick gives it to Lauren Lane and will bring it across the timeline.
Boy, they're not letting Allie get too far away from anybody right now.
Right, Frederick holds outside. Now off to Bonenblust. Caitlin, deep beyond the arc, goes left on the wing to Callaway. Sid the drive, and she's fouled as she gets inside the paint. And they'll call this on the floor.
They will, yeah.
It's just the third team foul against Wamego, but only 6 have been whistled against Clay Center in this half. The foul was called on the floor, and so it'll be on the baseline for Lady Tigers to inbound.
Coach Jeff Edwards gets the explanation. Doesn't like it. Shocked.
Wright Frederick will inbound. Bonenblust in the corner. Outside it comes the lane. Now Lauren dribble attacks. Kick out for Wright Frederick. Now she'll bring it out to the point. Guarded by Seaburger. Spins away, and we have a timeout taken by the Tiger sideline. 5:47 to work. Clay Center up 34-15 here in the Den. You're listening to Lady Tiger basketball on KCLY.
At Add big flavor to your next get-together with Subway Catering, featuring good-to-go boxed meals with a side and freshly baked cookie, crowd-pleasing giant subs, and piled-high sandwich platters overflowing with flavorific choices. All made the way you say with everything you love. Subway Catering is simple, satisfying with something for everyone. A great value for any budget. Visit Subway.com to order and let us take care of any occasion. Subway, cater fresh.
Some catering orders may require 24-hour advance notice.
Get more than propane when Propane Central delivers. Get a free gas system check, payment plans to fit any budget, and flexible delivery options. You can also earn free gas with their generous customer referral program. Just another way, Propane Central offers the best value in propane.
Propane Central, leader, innovator, and friend.
34-15. Lady Tigers lead it by 19 points. Cliff, and defense has been the name of this game. They've done some great things offensively. They always do, but they had to hold a team to 0 in the second quarter and 4 points in the third quarter is amazing.
Well, Wamego's been an explosive team in the past, but Clay Center's just done an outstanding job defensively.
Lady Tigers had a set play coming out of the timeout, and Lauren Lane, the pass to her was just overthrown. She came up with it. Then it was taken away for a moment by Caitlin Clausen, and she lost it out of bounds. So the Lady Tigers still with the basketball. Lauren Lane out near the timeline with 5:38 on the fourth quarter clock. Bottom Blust skips it left and deep to Callaway, outside now to Wright Frederick. Here is Bottom Blust, right side, stops to the post. Lane turns, spins, up and good. A chance at a three-point play for Lauren Lane. 36-15. The lead goes to 21. What a finish with some real contact this time by Lauren Lane inside.
Well, some real contact, and I thought she was just doing a great job just to hang on to the basketball, let alone go up and put it in.
2 3-pointers she's hit tonight. Now an old-fashioned tray she's got a chance to knock in with the Lady Tigers up by 21, and Lauren's got 14 tonight. 15th won't go down. Bonnerblust, offensive kickback is in. She has a dozen. It's 38-15, Lady Tigers by 23.
And when it works, it works.
Wright Frederick defending on Seeberger, pokes it away into the backcourt. Seeberger gets it back. Now Wright Frederick still turning her every time she tries to make a move. Long three-pointer, no good. Rebound comes off to Wamego. Callaway near steal. Seeberger runs it down in the backcourt off to Clausen, who will bring it through the timeline. 38-15, Clay Center. Clausen tried to step back, get a shot away, and it was defended by Megan Robbins this time. Here's a runner on the way for Wamego, and good by Jennifer Griffith, and she'll have a chance at a three-point play. Bump call on a one-handed runner off glass, and she's got a chance to convert it here at the stripe.
You know, this is a matchup you're going to see this year and next year is Seeberger and Wright Frederick.
You're right.
And this is impressive. This is two pretty decent players. Allie is winning this battle by a long ways tonight. Seeberger is a pretty good defender in her own right.
Yeah. Seeberger has been really frustrated by it.
Yes, she has.
Number 12. 38-17, Lady Tigers by 21 with 4:46 to go in the fourth. At the line, left-handed Griffith with the free throw, no good. Rebound ripped down by Savannah Kipton.
Wow, 4 fouls. Savannah going up with no fear.
Bottom Blust will bring it down. She is checked by Caitlin Clausen. It comes to Hamill out top. Left now to Addie Mullen. Ball fake, starts to drive. Now kicks it right to Bottom Blust. Back outside for Addie. She is guarded by Seeberger. Crosses over to the left, stops. Now gives it to Courtney Hamill. She will dribble penetrate. Into the lane, bumped, and an offensive charge called. Caitlin Clausen holds her grounded low, and they call the foul on Hamill. It'll be her second.
Tough calls.
They always are.
They're tough calls. They can go either way.
Second foul on Hamill. 8th team foul against the Lady Tigers. 4:19 left to work here in the fourth. Clay Center up by 21. Seeberger brings it through the midcourt stripe, works it right on the sideline. She's got Hamill on her now. Couple of crossovers. Hamill doing a great job defensively. Seeberger rises, shoots it, can't get it. Clausen stick back, no. Stratton with a stick back, good, and a chance at a three-point play again for Wamego on the second straight trip down the court.
I think Clay Center has one of the best student sections in the NCKL. They're maybe the worst singers I have ever heard. And I think that's two sophomore boys that maybe shouldn't have those megaphones.
I don't even know what they were singing.
Well, they're singing Christmas carols, and it's pretty comical. That was We Wish You a Merry Christmas.
They have their own Twitter account, you know.
What's that?
The Tiger student section has their own Twitter account, you know.
Oh, I'm going to tweet at it when I get a chance.
Do so, yeah.
Jingle Bells was pretty good. That one, not so much.
And if Stratton does knock in the free throw, converts the three-point play. Lauren Lane to inbound for the Lady Tigers. Play Center's lead is now 18. Midway point here in the fourth. Mullen rips it through against the pressure. Down court, left side. Lobs it down low, looking for Robbins. Was saved, was not saved back by Clausen. She stepped on the end line when she went up to throw it back off of Mullen and try to save it for Wamego. 38-20. Mullen will inbound from right of the glass. Addie needs someone to break open. Lobs it towards the middle of the lane for Haley Jones. Ball's going to be taken away now by Griffith. 3:47 to work. We're in the fourth quarter. Clay Center on defense. Here's Clausen driving with the left hand, and good. Caitlin Clausen now has 11 in the game. 38-22. Lauren Lane into Courtney Hamill. Double team to the backcourt. Pressure again by Wamego. Addie Mullen down court. Jones has it right wing. Haley outside to Lauren Lane. 16-point Clay Center lead. And a timeout taken by Coach Jeff Edwards. 38-22 with 3:21 to work, fourth quarter. Clay Center by 16 with the basketball when we return.
Wherever the road leads this season, you have to depend on quality tires to get you there safely. Hanson Ford has a huge selection of tires for sale, big brands, and great prices. Now through December 31st, when you buy 4 select tires at Hanson Ford, you can get a $70 mail-in rebate. For the upcoming season, with wet and icy road conditions, you'll feel confident knowing you're riding on tires that perform their best when you need them most. Visit Hanson Ford in Clay Center today.
Give the gift of wellness with a fresh fruit basket from Ray's Apple Market. These baskets offer delicious crisp apples, juicy oranges, sweet pears, and more of nature's finest treats that make a healthy snack. Or brighten someone's day with a meat and cheese basket. Their selections include savory summer sausages and flavorful cheeses that are perfect for gift giving. You can also include gift cards in any dollar amount from Ray's Apple Market.
38-22 ball game. Lady Tigers have the 16-point edge. And the basketball, Coach Jeff Edwards got a timeout. The lead had gone from 22 down to now 16, and he got some guys back in the game and had a little conversation to kind of maybe close this thing out.
Well, you don't want to, you've got the game in control. You're under control. Everything's going your way. You don't want to lose it. And 3:21 is a long time in basketball, without a doubt.
Bonneblust off the inbound. Drops it inside. Right, Frederick. Lay in, no. Rebound. Battled around. It's Courtney Hamill with a chance at a three-point play. Hamill now with 5. Great pass from Bonneblust. Right, Frederick had it bounced strong off the glass rim out, but there was Courtney Hamill to clean it up and a chance at an old-fashioned 3.
Right place, right time, every time.
You know why that happens? Because she's working when everybody else is standing there and watching the basketball.
Yeah, we talked about that last time we were doing a game, and she does.
And converts the three-point play. She now has 6 points tonight.
And that's a good point. You watch her every time Clay Center doesn't have the basketball. The play's nowhere near her. Constantly working.
Getting in that perfect position.
That's right.
Perfect time. All the time. Here's Clausen against Hamill. Spins. Hangs in the lane. Double pumper, no. Rebound tipped around. Callaway couldn't get it. He goes outside to Griffith. Now she'll stop, guarded by Callaway. Bounce pass into the lane. Ball is loose. Hamill strips it away. Lane down court for Bonneblust. Caitlin with the left hand, and yes! Bonneblust now with 14 in the game. The lead back to 21.
Boy, a lot of contact. He still got it up and down.
With the left in transition off the feed down court from Lauren Lane. 43-22. Here's a drive by Seaberger, caught by Wright Frederick. Kick out baseline. Clausen for 3, no. Weak side board, battled for it, brought down by Wamego. Griffith hit the floor hard. Now the ball nearly taken away by Lane, then by Callaway. We've got a dive and a jump ball call. A lot of bodies hitting the floor right there to come up with a loose ball. And I think Tigers will bring 5 new players in.
And I think this is why Coach Jeff Edwards called that timeout to get his team back in control of this game, to let his starters know, get this back under control, and your night is over.
Addie Mullen, Megan Robbins, Haley Jones, Haley Franson, and Brianne Wilson come onto the court for Clay Center. 2:12 to work, 43-22. Lady Tigers leading. Wamego with the basketball. And a travel forced by Haley Jones, who was going to swat that shot out of bounds, maybe out of the gym, and it caused the shooter to take a step to try to bring the basketball back. Like a spike in volleyball. Jones looks like she's going up there to kill it.
Working on her high jump already.
Yeah, there you go. 43-22. Great high jumper for the Lady Tigers, as Flip mentioned. And will be a front runner going into league and for the state championships, and will pursue it in college next year, too. Here's Wilson across the timeline. Just under 2 to work. Double team. Good job to get rid of it to Addie Mullen at the point. Now she'll attack. Kick out to Franson. Haley ball fake. Goes inside to Haley Jones. Trying to square it up. Kick out to Franson. Now she has it tied up outside from Stratton. This time the arrow belongs to Clay Center on the sideline is where they'll give it to them.
But Franson had a really nice feed in there to Haley Jones, but Jones turns around, and there's 3 Red Raiders collapse on her.
From the sideline, Franson to Robbins out at the point, lobs it low, ball knocked out of bounds by Seaberger with 1:43 to go. And Clay Center on their way to a 5-0 start. They lead by 21. 43-22.
Coach Jeff Edwards ought to have a really nice drive this evening.
Yeah, he's going to be road tripping. Here's Mullen. Corner three-pointer, rims off, rebound. Robbins back up, and yes, Megan Robbins with a big-time board inside and the finish, and it's 45-22.
Megan Robbins left up with some strength.
Right side wing, Seaberger, guarded down by Wilson. Good job. Almost forced the travel. Instead, a shot taken outside, long rebound. Mullen off to the races. Addie Mullen to the lane with the right hand. No foul called. Ball knocked out of bounds, and Seaberger with a big smile. She has gone into the padding against the wall when the ball was knocked out and went right to her. She caught it, already out of bounds. She'll come out of the game. Well-deserved break for Tessa Seaberger.
She's played well. Her and Allie have been fun to watch tonight. That's going to be fun to watch for the next year.
You're right. There's a pass from Mullen, goes to Franson after a tip, and now she's fouled. 16 foul against Wamego, so it's not in the bonus yet. One more, and Clay Center would get a chance for 1-1. It will be Mullen again to inbound from the baseline, left of the glass. Addie looks low. There's Robbins breaking open for a moment. Ball gets loose. Wilson almost came up with it. Jump ball call. She did tie it up. It does go back to Wamego. 1:07 left. 45-22. Is that right? This should be Wamego's basketball. Is that right? I thought the last jump ball whipped to. Yeah, now they've thrown it.
There we go.
It'll be Wamego's basketball. So Wickersham had just checked in. She's like, wait a minute. She was taking the ball out of bounds. They took it away from her. But that is the right call. It is Wamego's arrow. Red Raiders bring it across the midcourt stripe. Wickersham guarding outside. Left it comes to Luthi. Around right they swing it. Back to Luthi inside against Robbins. Short. Rebound battled for and low. Wickersham got a hand on it. Couldn't bring it down. It goes out of bounds. 51 to work. Clay Center by 23. And they are on their way to 5 wins, no losses going into the Christmas break. Stratton for 3, left side, rattles it home. She has 6 now in the game. And we have a violation on Clay Center. Robbins starting to inbound it, stepped across the baseline. And basketball right back to Wamego. So a 20-point Lady Tiger lead. Christmas break awaits. First goal they had was to be perfect through the first 5 games. Haley Franson with a block shot down low. Jones able to come up with it. Then Wickersham just lifted her knee off the court, which had become her pivot foot as she made that pass.
Yeah, she did.
Ball.
Nice block by Haley Franson.
Yeah. So again, Wamego, Ashlyn Hellis comes on the floor. 45-25, 40 seconds left. Lob out deep for the Red Raiders. The corner right. Ball fake and drive by Luthi. Kick out, it comes to Emma Faulkner. Her bank shot goes up and in. Just off the sideline, the sophomore banks one home. The lead is 18. Here's Wickersham across the timeline. Guarded by Fayola, and it's taken away. Now the down-court pass long. This is Faulkner again. 2 straight buckets for the sophomore. Robbins will inbound. 15 seconds left to work. Haley Franson stops in the backcourt, gives it to Robbins. Now up the right sideline is Wilson. Down to 8. Now 7. Wilson off to Franson. 4 seconds. Back to Wilson with 3. They can hold on to it. Put it in the books. The Lady Tigers have gone to 5-0. A 45-29 final. Lady Tigers with the win. And again, they moved to 5-0 now on the season. Wamego will drop to 1-4. 45-29. We'll look at your leaders and this ball game, post game coming up next.
Central Valley Ag Pro Edge Risk Management for grain producers. Year-round planning.
We work one-on-one with producers to help them build and devise marketing plans with your own consultant, very specific to your operation.
CVA Pro Edge Sales Manager Luke Beckman factors in all variables.
Land cost, what's our investment in fertility, and what does the market present as far as opportunities.
Full service, agronomy, supplies, and Pro Edge marketing. Contact Central Valley Ag.
Where the customer comes first.
The 15th. That's the day it arrives. That white standard window envelope sits in the mailbox just waiting to deliver its dread.
That is the day the mortgage bill comes, but it's not that bad. Well, since I refinance with United Bank and Trust, that is.
Oh. Well, now I just feel overly dramatic.
Don't be scared. Take advantage of the market. There's still time to refinance, and that can mean saving dollars each year. Visit newbankonline.com to check out current rates and even begin the refinance process. Rethink, refinance. United Bank and Trust.
Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Your family has a lot to worry about these days, like birthday parties, science projects, and earning that pizza party in Mrs. Johnson's reading class. Getting there safely shouldn't be another worry. Give your family the peace of mind they deserve with the Michelin Premier family of tires. They're safe when new, safe when worn. Stop by Bud's Tire Service in Clay Center, and our experts will make sure you have the tires designed for a luxurious ride and confident control of the road. Safe refers to wet braking, wet handling, and hydroplaning resistance when the tires are new and worn to 5/32 of an inch. Go Tigers!
45-29. Lady Tigers have moved that record now to 5-0. First goal checked off the list, I guess, Cliff. Really impressive tonight what they did defensively, and then just to take care of the basketball and knock them down when they had them.
Yeah, exactly, and that they did a much better job in that second half of hitting those shots on the inside, 9 of 16, and much better. And the majority of them were in the lane. They had a lot of really good looks. Defense did not let up one bit across the board. It didn't matter who was on the floor. They were pressuring Wamego and really causing a lot of frustration on their end. But again, I mean, this was a dominant NCKL opening win. They can head into Christmas break feeling pretty good about life.
Yeah, with
5-0.
5-0, 2-0 in league.
That's right.
So, yeah, that's been some great stuff. 45-29 the final. You mentioned the Lady Tigers cleaning things up and shooting better. Wamego down the stretch got the point, but there was a time in this game through 16 minutes, Clay Center allowed 4 points total.
That's right.
That's crazy numbers.
And Wamego wasn't missing shots. They just weren't getting them.
They couldn't get a look anywhere, yeah.
No, and Clay Center was pressuring and caused a lot of turnovers.
Very, very impressive. Wamego led by Caitlin Clausen, who had 11 points in the ball game. They get 6 from Anna Stratton, 5 from Jennifer Griffith, 4 from Emma Faulkner, 2 from Tessa Seaberger. Lady Tigers led by Lauren Lane and Caitlin Bonnebless, both at 14. Lane hit a couple of threes on her way to 14 points. Bonnebless all 2-pointers, 6 from Courtney Hamill. The Lady Tigers got 4 from Allie Wright-Frederick, 3 for Savannah Kisper on a 3-pointer, and Sid Calloway knocked in 1 bucket. It's a 45-29 final. The Lady Tigers are 5-0. Stay with us. Bud's Tire Service post-game show wraps up now. That means we'll take you to the setup on the boys' game on the way next.